Engineering company Gast is planning to sue Basil Read. Gast says Basil Read wrongly cancelled its R83 million contract to undertake infrastructure work at Eskom's Medupi power station. It accuses Basil Read of failing to comply with several contractual obligations. Joining us to give their side of the story, we've got Kevin Gast, CEO of Gast. So what are you disputing when it comes to the termination of this contract, Kevin?
Good afternoon, Samantha. Thank you for your time and that of your viewers. Samantha, yes, we are disputing quite a numerous items related to Basil Read. We obviously have experienced some difficulties with Basil Read, and obviously their repudiation of our contract, which included their failures to provide access to the site for extended periods of time to ourselves. They also failed to make payment of certified amounts to us, and even worse, failed to produce monthly certificates in terms of our contract.
So just get into what you talk about access to the site. I mean, why would Basil Read hinder work on the project for you?
Samantha, a lot of times they were restricted themselves as well to certain periods off site due to obviously the industrial actions, and also the other part of it where they had to work on certain areas of the Medupi project where they were not ready from a ground perspective on their earthworks and so forth, which required us obviously to be ready for us to be able to work on that area.
I mean, so, you know, if you're talking about that, perhaps that was not in their hands. They had no control of what was taking place when it comes to the strike action. So do you really have recourse to be going to the courts on this issue?
No, obviously not. We also have a lot of sympathy with that as we were affected ourselves by the industrial action. However, what was a bit concerning to us is that we were forced to still complete within a certain period of time as per our original program without even taking into consideration the industrial actions that occurred at Medupi. However, we were more than willing to assist and to make sure we get it done quicker. But then, as a typical contractual basis, you have to go into an accelerated program, and unfortunately, that part was not explored.
I mean, Basil Read initially wasn't going to comment on this, but then they have come out with a media report, and I'll just quickly read what the Deputy Chief Executive Officer had to say, saying it's unfortunate that you've chosen to publicize this dispute, saying it's presumably in hope of causing public embarrassment for Basil Read, hoping to get some degree of commercial advantage in so doing this. I mean, what was your reasoning to coming out so publicly and putting your side of the argument in the public arena?
Samantha, obviously our viewpoint is a little bit different than that to Basil Read's. Our intention has never been to actually take it into the media limelight as per se. However, there's been quite a lot of other projects which we're involved with where there was a lot of other Basil Read comments being run off of the media line, and we felt that we just needed to make sure we get the facts straight and make sure that our voice gets heard on this aspect as well.
Thank you for joining us today and, of course, giving your side of the story. Kevin, appreciate your time. Kevin Gast, CEO of Gast.